Full extension. Like, and he's standing, he's like, and you got that cow and you pull that life out. And I was like, dude, what?
Bro,
What?
That's some.
We're back. Funny Biz is still alive. James is back from Ohio.
Producers got us right.
Dude, yeah. So we were going to try and film 2 episodes today, but I think we're just going to try and rip them out as many as we can and then be as meta as possible about it. But
you're not going to know when any of these are recorded.
Dude, the boys are so back. Oh, my God.
2020?
2020 pre-COVID.
This was recorded pre-COVID.
Pre-COVID-19.
We know COVID is happening though.
Look,
or gonna happen.
All right, dude. We are back in the studio. This is great.
There was like some pandemic. There was a bunch of pandemic programs prior to COVID. That I think,
dude, no.
That I think got shut down. Well, there was the.
Was there any that was named after COVID? Do you know?
What do you mean?
Were there any that was like, I don't know, like a COVID lab?
I think
there couldn't have been, right?
There was one.
Dude,
in
we need
Wuhan.
to stop. We need to stop.
There was one in Wuhan.
No.
Have you ever been to Wuhan?
I've never been to China, actually. I've never been to.
Most people haven't.
Well, I haven't been to Asia. I haven't been east of the Caribbean.
I've been in Japan.
Sick, dude. Whatever.
There's no labs there.
Is Japan wicked cool?
Japan's wicked cool, and the people are wicked cool. And they smoke like hella cigs, and you could smoke cigs inside.
Dude, hot awesome. Start to the pod. Hot start.
Smoke cigs inside. It's like pretty fucking great. Like there's these tiny ass bars. And
like
people are just
gulped into them.
People are just ripping cigs in those bars all day.
It seems like cigs are back. I didn't realize like
cigs are back. We're making a comeback.
Dude, first beer over the weekend. Not first beer, but I hadn't gotten a drink for a long time, but then we hit a really nice milestone for venues, so pretty jacked up on that.
I got to see Trent drink alcohol for the first time.
And
it was pretty lit.
It's the exact same.
Yeah, not much changed.
It's the exact same.
Yeah.
Except my vibes are a little bit like better. I don't know. Like I woke up on Sunday and I was like still bummed out.
Dude, you're always good vibes.
Dude, good vibes and
Don't
tan
sweat.
lines. Yo,
don't sweat.
Life is crazy. Bro, holy shit. All right, James,
what?
Where have you been?
I've been in Ohio.
Hi.
Mostly central and southern Ohio. Spent the last 2 weeks there doing a lot of sales for local brew. Basically just fucking literally driving. I would wake up at 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. every single day. Drive down to southern Ohio, 1.5 to 2 hours long usually. And just meet people in those towns, dude. And those are awesome people. I haven't spent much time in southern Ohio. Like, where I'm from is more like...
I don't think anyone has.
Some people have.
But that's what's good. We just don't know where they are.
Well, where I'm from is like more suburbia-esque. But this part of Ohio is definitely like small town. Just like very good people, dude. It was really nice meeting all these people.
That rocks.
And they really liked what we were doing, and they loved that we were bringing some news to their areas, because these areas don't get a lot of love, like whatsoever.
Dude, they will.
It's an untapped market.
They will.
Write that one down.
You can tap it.
All you MBAs out there, tell me about untapped.
Dude, let's talk about grad school. Dude, let's talk about.
Why are we talk?
You said MBA.
What do you have to say about grad school?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Seemed like you were coming at people going to grad school. I'd like to go into it.
No, I'm not coming at them.
No, it's cool. This kid's fucking smarter than everybody. I will.
Listen, bro.
Yo, grad school. Dude.
Well, it depends. What are you going to grad school for?
My buddy's trying to go to law school right now. Shout out Greg, brother Greg.
Shout out, of course. Not a funny biz pod without shouting out.
Greg
random people.
Greg hasn't listened to the pod yet. He tells me we talk almost daily, and I'm like, "Oh, have you listened yet?" And he's like, "No." Pat, I don't know if Pat listens to it. Pat might.
Yo, clip this up. Send it to Greg.
Yo, clip this up. Send it to Greg.
Jamie, clip this up.
We got a lot to talk about, though. I don't even have topics. I'm going to let them flow. But there's a few things that I know we should definitely talk about. And then, yeah, dude, I was bummed out for 2 weeks after South by. South by was like, it's crazy work.
Was it a high or low?
I have no idea, dude. Like, I was down bad. I was down bad after I came home like a month and a half ago. And then I was like up. And then South by happened. And I was so wiped, dude. So wiped. But we doubled our monthly active users. We're about to hit.
Fuck yeah.
We're about to hit 190K in terms of internal impressions
That means
in
you're
the
getting
app.
blacked out this weekend, right?
No, maybe that would rock. But well, your boys are coming into town, so I'll
boys are
have to
coming
show them
into
a good
town.
time. But
Yeah.
we're building right now. We're building, dude. I've literally never felt. I feel so dialed into this thing right now. It's great.
Good.
I'm fired up, dude. Funny Biz is back. James is back for the time being. A-hole. And then, yeah, also for context, James is going on a sales grind this summer. So
Summer of sales.
I'm not going to
Some
see this
people
kid
call
for probably 3 months. Actually, probably forever.
Bro, you ever heard of
Realistically.
FaceTime?
True. We also do FaceTime when we live like half a mile away from each other,
Yeah,
like pretty
dude.
often.
No, I'll be, every time I drive, we'll talk for 2 hours.
Hopefully we'll be flying
I'll
private, bro.
distract you
We'll
from your business.
We'll be flying private, bro.
Bro, we already are.
I don't think I ever want to fly private again.
It was great, though. It was so much fun.
Well, it was cool because we were with like a bunch of really cool people, like going to a show,
Yeah.
which was tight. And like, but that's a dangerous plane to be on.
It is.
A lot of
but,
high level
like,
targets.
But what I liked about flying private was we got to like meet the pilot beforehand, and he was kind of just a bro. He was like chained out though, you know, like
He downloaded
he
the
was-
app.
he did. He was like a modern pilot though, you know, they're old school pilots, those slick dudes, gray hair. He was tatted up. He had a fade. He had chains on.
Dude, he was White Lotused out. Have you watched the White Lotus yet?
No,
Dude,
I'm not going to.
why not? It's great.
Dude, I'm grinding, bro.
I
Maybe next time
listened to
next time we're on the PJ, maybe.
next time we're on the
Maybe
jet,
we'll pop it on. Yeah,
the Venjet.
the Venjet.
Never forget.
Yeah.
It's like a Quinjet, but just more spontaneous.
And you want to tell the people where we went on that private jet?
Oh, dude. I don't know. Do you?
Well, we went to the show.
So, James and I just got back. We went to LA over the weekend. Very, very good time. Got to go meet up with a lot of really cool people in business. Went to a sick show. Dude, the PJ
we went
was
to a
sick though.
TikTok show,
We went to a TikTok content creator house and they flew us out to do it.
the Sway House.
I can't even dude, the Sway House flew
Does
us
the
out.
Sway House still exist?
You know what's funny? I was
That was a
listening,
long time. That was pre-co.
dude. What's co? Has that happened yet?
Pre-vid.
Dude,
Or, I don't
we
even-
could start doing some super meta stuff. Like
I
just
feel
be like,
we are doing that
it's
right now.
2019. I'm trying to think. Where were you at during COVID?
I was in Ohio.
I was
course.
home.
I mean,
Same.
for it.
That's what you do when you go home.
I was in Ohio. Me and my boys played Warzone, fucking 24/7, chugged beers. It was literally like,
Fuck yeah, dude.
dude, no, me and my boys would literally just fucking hop on Warzone, chug Coronas. We sent each other videos of us like double fisting, double barreling,
Double barrel fisting.
double
DBF?
barrel fisting Coronas. I got a great video. It's so sick. Let me show
Dude,
you.
yeah, check this vid of me double fisting.
Bro, no, double
We
barrel.
used to do like Zoom and drink parties with like a
That's
bunch of
what-
people
we
I
did
was
that
friends with in
too.
college.
Bro, we put together some games. It was actually COVID rocked.
You know what's crazy though? Like I'd say probably a third of the people were people I lived with, and then everyone else I don't know if I've heard from since Zoom and booze.
Since Zoom and booze.
Yeah, never forget.
So you just like met them over Zoom.
No, it was like people we were friends with during college, and then college we graduated, and then nobody's friends anymore.
I got you.
No beef. It's just like Zoom and booze is dead.
Sounds like beef, dude.
How are we gonna meet up again via Zoom? Everyone uses Google Meet now. People hate Zoom.
I think
talk
we did use
AI.
Google Meet.
Dude, my ADHD is peaking today.
Really?
I just got so much to say. We haven't filmed in such a long time. We've been filming, but not podcast stuff.
Okay.
Holy, dude, you have a buzz cut.
It's COVID, bro. I had to cut my hair somehow.
Yeah, this is kind of nails. I can't even lie. Oh my God, you're actually doing it.
No, I don't do it.
Oh, dude, that's not bad though. Where's the airflow? This is good podcasting.
This is great podcasting.
Holy, dude, you got to take a breath here. Did you breathe during this at all?
No, I think I threw up.
Dude, the plugged-in headset's so good.
COVID, bro.
The COVID was so fun.
Yeah.
It wasn't fun. It wasn't fun.
No,
but it was,
honestly,
COVID summer was sick. Shout out Brez.
Dude, my COVID summer was sick. My COVID school year was sick. We just like cheated on tests and fucking we would FaceTime during tests. It was all open note because they knew people were gonna cheat anyway. So it's like, why disadvantage the people? Like, you know, like if someone wasn't gonna cheat, they'd be at a disadvantage.
I was
So
talking with one of my professors.
everyone got to do whatever, and it was fucking sick. We would just play die during class.
Chuck Corona, play die.
I was on the
Cloud9.
Chronos was like a summer thing because we were really into Nelk.
Yo,
So,
true, dude. Everyone was into now.
Me and my boy Tyler.
Were you full sending that summer?
Well, we started.
We full sent.
Bro, we started trying to watch them like kind of ironically, but we kind of loved it.
They're the best,
It
dude.
was
I
like
still watch the videos.
unironically very sick. Like I love the Europe tour. You know the Europe tour?
Yeah, dude. The Spin the Globe tour? What do you mean, bro? You don't drink
no,
Happy Dad?
Not the Spin the Globe tour. Their Europe trip.
Dude, there's so many. Remember Nino? Were you part of
I
that,
was in
dude?
all those. Yeah.
Shooter, 905 Shooter.
905 Shooter.
A girl that I went to, or I didn't go to,
Oh,
I went to an all boys high school. But a girl who was from like the town over from me, who dated a kid I went to high school with, was the girl who was dating Kyle from Nelk for like a wicked long time.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's hype, bro.
Which is
Kyle
so
is
funny.
the man, dude.
Dude.
That guy is. We recently. Okay. I also while I
He's
was
the bro.
while I was in Ohio, we watched some fucking Nelk
Yeah,
content.
they're the best.
We watched Full Send Golf, and we were loving it. I mean, it was great content. But like
Salim.
Kyle was ripping jokes, dude.
Dude, he's
And
the best.
His shit was like, Kyle is very funny, man. We could get a Happy Dad sponsorship.
You know what's
That's
so...
what a podcast like this angle for is a Happy Dad sponsorship.
Dude, Menera used to be a member at our...
He's a Boston guy, right?
Yeah, he was a member at like the country club in my town. Apparently, it's the same shit as they said on the pod, dude.
You ever meet him?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Mannery. I don't know Mannery too well
Everyone hates that guy.
because he got kicked off the pod at one
Once
point. Right?
once he was kicked off the full send pod, it was like,
I don't even know. They just
Who are
like,
you,
had
dude?
some like contract dispute or something.
nah, dude. I'm sure he just had a fucking public meltdown.
Oh,
I'm sure it was involved around a girl.
but then
and
he came back, right? Isn't he back?
Who knows, dude? That whole like the content lifestyle is something I could never keep up with. I love the Nelk boys. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah,
but
Nelk rocks.
also like I don't know. Like I liked watching it because I was like, oh great, someone else is doing it and I don't have to do that. Like they're like, yo, we're ripping it in the middle of Argentina right now. He's like, we are in the middle of the most dangerous nightclub on the planet. And like I get to see a video of it and it's great. And I'm like, all right, cool.
We
Back to bed.
we were just like a bunch of nerds trying to emulate them.
You were like, dude, how
I mean, you saw
how
that
do we
video
get
of me
chicks?
chugging two fucking
Is that what you
Coronas.
said the chicks that you're
It was
hinged
like,
from?
You ever watch Nelk, dude?
Dude,
We were just trying to emulate Steve, bro.
you're out. You're not on the apps, right? We were talking. Did you delete the apps?
Dating apps?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have them on my phone
Dude,
currently. But
we
they
gotta-
might sneak back in. at
Bro,
some point.
really?
Bro, they always do.
I'm trying. I'm like,
They
I
always
haven't
see
for a
me.
while. One of my friends from home, actually, Jules, who we were talking about, she was like, "Oh, you should download Hinge," and I was like, "Dude, I'd rather like die."
Hinge is,
Like-
Hinge is a great app, I will say.
I bet it's great, but like, I remember I made it. I used it in Boston for a bit, like last year, and then I think I just like low key suck at talking to women. So I would just like I would get matches and I would just like blow it, be like, "How's your day?" And people be like, "Ew." I'm like, "All right." Like, fuck.
Someone just asked me that, bro.
Well, it's
You
also
gotta be
crazy
you gotta be
too.
creative.
I'm very like, everyone meets their boyfriend girlfriend on there now.
All my boys like met their girls via the apps.
Doesn't that bother you though?
No. They're
All
great
of them?
fit.
All of them?
Not all. No, not all of them, but like 3 or 4 of my really good friends. Yeah. And they're all great girls, so it's like it works.
I don't think I'll ever meet a girl on Hinge, which sucks.
My last girlfriend was from Hinge.
Yeah, but that rocks because you're the man. But like, you know what I mean? Like that's. I have like, like I don't even know if I can make an account. I don't even know if I still have access to my old one. I probably don't. I don't think I have access
Check
to
your old
anything.
messages.
Dude, I would.
That's rough, dude.
Dude, mine are bad. When I was
I'm
like,
sure it's
when I was in
all
my
terrible.
bag like last year, dude, I was like,
When I was
D-
in my-
dude,
when
my
I was in
Instagram
my
DMs
Hinge-
were
when I was in
foul.
my Hinge bag.
Dude, my Hinge duffel. No, well, we had the launch party in September of last year, and dude, I probably sent like
Oh, you're trying to get
1,000 DMs, and it was like to
Smart.
guys and girls. So like, to get to the launch party, you freak, like
Uh,
on Instagram.
Oh, I thought we were talking Hinge still.
No,
I thought you were switching sides.
no. No. But I was talking about Instagram,
Have you ever turned your preferences to men?
on Hinge.
Yeah.
No.
No, me neither. But dude, dude, sometimes honestly,
What?
No, sometimes I was gonna say you're scrolling through and you just see dudes on there. There's some guys that have their
Oops. Swipe right.
whoops, whoops.
He's so handsome.
No, but like they clearly have their preferences set as men, but they consider themselves women. But you're not gonna get any likes because anyone who's like me, who's only trying to look at women, of course, they're not gonna swipe on you. I'm confused, like why they do that. What's the logic?
Dude, to be honest, I haven't been on it. I haven't been on the app since. I think I made it when I came down here. I low-key was just getting bodied on Hinge, like absolutely bodied.
What does that mean?
I just would forget I had it, and then I remembered like I paid for it for the first month, and then I got charged again for the second month, and I was like, bro, F that. And then the first week I was like, all right, like I'll try to use it. I'll really like try to go out with people, and then I just feel like bad. Like where we're at right now, I feel bad going on dates. Like I'm just like off. My mind is not there.
Also,
but it's not like I'm fucking going on. I'm not Brad Pitt. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
but dude, a date costs money.
Yeah, bro, shit's expensive.
The last date I went on, I think it was $96. Bro,
where'd you go?
Some wine bar. I didn't realize it was that expensive.
Dude, yeah, wine's crazy. Gotta get tacos, bro.
It was we had 2 drinks each.
Girl, dude.
Two drinks each, and that was literally like fucking $25 a drink.
Bro, the girl you marry,
that's insane.
The girl you marry, the first date will either be free or less than $20.
Fuck. You think so?
No. Actually, now I think about it, like
$20 is a very cheap date.
I'm trying to think of like really good cheap dates. Dude, the high school girl that I dated in high school, we went to McDonald's the first time.
The way you said that.
Oh, yeah, wait. The girl I dated while I was in high school. Fucking freaks.
Yo, that high schooler.
But, so this is what, 2015 or 16. And I remember like we were walking around downtown and like, I was like, oh, we'll go get food. And then she was from Nantucket, which is an island off the coast of Massachusetts.
She was an islander.
Dude.
Was she a little exotic?
The goat. No, not at all. Low key. I think she hates me. I'm not really sure.
Oh.
I think. I don't really know. I just assume. I'm big into assumptions. That's my new thing right now.
I haven't talked to someone in a week. They hate me.
Anyway, dude, so she lived on Nantucket and they didn't have chains. So, bro, her favorite restaurants to go to were Chipotle and McDonald's because she never got to go.
That's kind of fair.
Rocked. It was fucking sick. Dude, I would take her back to go on the bus to Hyannis. And like she'd be like, "Can we get Chipotle?" I'd be like, "Bro, I'm buying. I'm buying free burrito."
That was back when Chip was $8, $7.
Dude, it was like $7.50 for a burrito.
Fuck, dude, where did those days go?
And now they're like, "Oh, on Halloween you come in with a costume, you get a $6 burrito." And I was like, "Dude, I used to do this shit for free." Like, I'm not doing
thing, bro. They're making you fucking come in with a costume.
The burrito. Come on.
The economy's so bad. We're going towards public humiliation to get fucking discounts.
I don't think costumes are public humiliation.
Yeah, it is, bro. No one wears a costume.
You want to talk furries then?
No.
All right, I do. So I was at a stand-up show last Thursday.
Furries were rich. Do you know that?
They're probably loaded, dude. Those costumes are expensive.
They're all loaded.
It's pretty hard to hide an identity.
And they're all like
you got to spend a lot of money to hide an identity.
They're all like tech pets.
Well, we're furries, so I can say it. What's your fursona?
I'm a fox.
Of course. Such a basic answer, dude.
That's not a basic answer.
Mine probably a great white shark.
Bro. That's not a furry. It's got a rep.
Oh, it has to have fur?
I think, right?
Honestly, dude, golden retriever. Like,
oh, okay.
That's 100%.
But then you got to like play that part.
Here's the thing, dude.
Fox is cunning.
Cunning, you said?
Yeah.
I guess, like.
Also, like, okay. Like Chosen says in Karate Kid. Inch wide, mile deep. Mile wide.
What?
Inch deep.
Wait. Inch wide.
Fox has a lot of
depth. Mile deep.
Fox has a ton of depth, dude. That's what I'm saying. There's
so,
layers of depth there.
But here's my thing. I think of it in terms of farming. And I'm like, would I rather have an inch wide, a mile? Obviously, the answer is a mile wide, an inch deep. Wouldn't you rather have less depth and more land?
Less depth and more land.
I got the hiccups and the burps.
No, less depth and more land is like you're okay at fucking growing beets and corn and wheat. You got all these different crops. I'd rather just be fucking world class at growing corn.
But
I don't need to fuck around with anything else.
fox,
I want to be world.
what can a fox do that's corn?
Listen, bro.
Yo, this fox is dumb as hell.
No, foxes are deep as hell, bro.
Pause. I was listening. Actually, I'm not going to talk about what I was going to
You
say.
play Minecraft?
No, dude, I've had shit to
What?
do. Like, oh, Aaron just texted me. You here today?
Bro, Minecraft is fucking sick.
Not good.
Getting a slap on the wrist.
Probably, dude. I'm sure. Like,
Did you actually not play Minecraft?
I played on my iPad in 2nd, 8th grade.
Oh my god.
Fun fact about Trent: I repeated 8th grade on purpose with 50 of my best friends. It was actually sick. There was 50 people, 40 people in our grade, and then there were 8 repeats. 2 of which were kids I was already friends with, and then 3 of which were these kids from North Andover, which is
Why?
a town near us that were beauties.
Why did everyone repeat?
That's just like what you did.
Oh really?
I don't know why I did
Did you
it.
get
I
an
like think
edge
I
in
convinced.
sports?
I think I convinced myself it was that, but then I realized it wasn't. Like it was totally just like I was not ready to
You
go to
just
high
wanted
school.
To beat up on little kids in sports, bro.
Dude, I want to do it now. Like I would love to go play high school football. And fucking,
Juke some fucking
can
kids
you
out.
imagine like going back now? Well, it's also too. If I was like a giant human being, I would go do it. But like I'm the same. Like half these kids now are 6'1" running 4.4s, dude. They're beasts. Have you seen high school kids now?
No.
Like the football talent and like the
Hanging out with high
different
school
sports.
kids.
Bro,
They
neither am
nice?
I. But I got Twitter, and you see these highlight tapes that are coming in and out. Like
Bro, I mean,
it's
sometimes,
crazy.
Sometimes I think like if I was, so I mean I was like I wasn't like super small, but I was definitely not that big. In baseball, I was definitely a singles doubles guy. If I played now, I could easily hit a home run.
Like against kids, yeah.
I could fucking rake these kids. Bro.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, just because
You've
like
seen the heat.
I got big boy strength now. I'm
That's
26
fair.
years old. That's the prime of my athletic career.
No, it's
like
not.
of my athletic life.
I think it's 30.
It's 26 to 30 is usually, or 27 to 31.
Dak's 32.
He's out of that shit.
No, but he's in the best shape of his life. Have you seen the videos?
Bro, I'm not trusting a fucking 32-year-old Dak Prescott.
Dude, Brady won one when he was 50.
Yeah, that's fucking Brady.
I don't
That's
know who
like
that
saying
is.
LeBron, dude.
Hey. We don't put LeBron and Brady in the same place.
40 years old.
Lapuki
still at the
is
top
better.
Of the, top of his game.
Lapuki is way better than Brady.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you're not a Patriots fan. I was
It's not
confused
even
for a
because of
second.
that. I would say that either way. It was more Actually, the rings is insane. What does he have 6 or 7, Brady? That's
Seven.
crazy.
I know ball.
But here's the thing: is like he wasn't like
Brown's got 4.
he was a dominant. Like he wasn't a dominant player. He was a dominant like force in football.
Yeah, but he
Like
was
LeBron's a dominate player. Like he's extremely skilled and dominates. Brady like is just dude. His brain is in a different place than everyone else's.
I mean, that's how LeBron. That's part of the reason why LeBron's
save
still
myself.
able to do it.
So many texts. No Brady, dude. Dak sucks. The Cowboys suck. It's like we're going through it.
Bro, I heard an idea recently. What if a little do a celebrity bachelor? Right? I don't know if they've done that. Put Brady on there. Why isn't Brady the bachelor, dude?
Bro, he's having enough fun. That guy's having
How
enough
much
fun.
fun would that be if we got to see Brady macking out on girls on live TV, dude?
To be,
It'd be weird, right?
to be honest,
We've
like
only seen him do it with his son.
he sucks. He is a pervert. Tom Brady pervert.
No.
You
Don't-
said it. You said he kisses his son.
I just said that's
Right on the
that's
lips.
The only person we've seen him kiss. I think he wants to do a redemption tour, get on the Bachelor.
That
kiss
video
some
is
ladies.
insane.
Yeah, it's not.
Imagine getting rubbed down by some random masseuse, and then your son comes, gives you a kiss in the cheek, and then you go, no. You come back for more.
Yeah, it's not great.
Dad, please, no. He's like, no
But
kisses
Brady's
until you leave.
But
Or
Brady's
until you come
but
back.
Brady, I think, is a cool guy.
Dude, he sucks as a commentator.
This is you can't-
Now! That's what he does, and his fucking face is like this, and his voice got all like
Yeah,
munched
I mean
up.
he's learning. It's his first year.
Bro, he's supposed to be the GOAT.
Romo was really good in his first year, though.
Yeah, now look at him.
Yeah.
Romo should have stayed a quarterback. He'd be in the Hall of Fame. Tony Romo, Hall of Fame class of. He's going to go in as a commentator, though, which sucks. Because people don't give him the love he deserves for being a Cowboys quarterback. You know how much pressure that is?
It's a lot of pressure, but if you him,
I
it
am.
wasn't really his fault though, right? Like he played well.
Romo?
I don't remember. Like I don't know.
He broke
what
his
did in
back like
playoff- in
literally
the
every
playoffs.
year.
Oh really?
He would get hurt so much. I wouldn't say every year. He broke his back on Thanksgiving when I was with my family in New Jersey. Which was tough. They were
It's a
playing the
core memory.
Panthers. Dude, it sucked. And then Cam Newton charged down the field and went and scored. I wanted to
Was that
freak out.
Cam's MVP year?
Yeah.
2015.
No.
Oh, it
Earlier
was
than that.
2015.
I think it was earlier than that. Well, actually, yes, because Dak's rookie year was 2016, so that makes perfect sense.
Bro,
Bruh.
what is with fucking Cam Newton's hats, dude?
What's with Cam Newton? Guy stinks, dude. He's
Bro.
such a bummer to be around. Like, he'll
Is
go
he?
up to people and be like, I saw this video of him being like, my bank account different, though. It's like,
Did you see him and Shadur?
Shadur! Yeah,
Bro,
dude.
come to the Browns.
Dude.
Shadur. He does
Shadeezy?
not want to come to the Browns.
I don't think anyone does. There's a dumpster fire. The Cleveland Steamers, as they like to say.
Can we just fucking get rid of Deshaun?
Do you know what a Cleveland Steamer is?
Yeah, done it multiple times.
Dude, imagine going up to someone and being like, hey, you look like the kind of girl I'd want to poop on me. And she's like, oh my God, I am.
Bro, I mean, you have to have a lot of trust in someone to even bring that up, and then for them to also like be down.
That would freak me out.
That's how you know that's like if you're into that and you find someone that also is okay with that or into that. That's how you know they're the one.
Dude, I was at
Like they are literally the one.
There's one person
There's
that's
one
like,
person, and they are.
oh, it's so gross, man.
Yeah, it's not great.
I'm just thinking,
When
you
you
ever
get
seen
on-
Movie 43?
Dude, I was gonna bring that
Yeah,
up.
and he's like,
yes.
he's like, will you poop on me? And he's like, what? He's like, about to ask her to marry him. And then he's like, that was all for me? And he like gets hit by the car and explodes.
It explodes, dude.
It's like, it's so much poop.
That's the one. That's like the one standout scene in that movie that still I remember.
There's another one too where he's like, Lip from Shameless is the son. There's two scenes that he does it really well. He brings his girlfriend out. That's the mop. He goes, hey, this is Karen. And they're like, hi, everybody. I'm Karen. And then they hang him by his like underwear on a flagpole. And he's covered in poop. And he's like, the dad's like, dude, you have so much poop on you.
Wait, there's another poop skit. I think
There's
I remember,
two.
I remember the flagpole one actually.
And the Hugh Jackman one with the soup.
Yeah,
I watched that movie a lot.
that's a good ass movie, dude.
There's a lot of good ass movies from like middle school that you just forget about, like Dodgeball.
Oh, yeah. Dodgeball. No one forgets about Dodgeball.
No, I'm saying like you don't forget it exists, but you're like, dude, I haven't seen Dodgeball in probably 10 years.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
I forgot to eat again. And my tummy's
I
growling.
heard your
Yeah,
tummy
dude.
fucking growl.
Arr.
Bro, Justin fucking Long.
Yeah.
Dodgeball alum. He's the fucking king.
Dude, you know he's the voice of like a really famous like cartoon actor.
Violinist?
What?
Never mind.
Dude, I think he's in Robots. Yo, remember the movie Robots with Big Weld?
I don't know. What's robots?
It's like,
Have you seen Star Wars?
yeah, have you seen
You know, my boy was watching the podcast and he was ashamed I didn't call you out for not having seen Back to the Future.
which one?
Which friend?
Yeah.
Antonio.
Yo, Tony.
He was
Wait,
he
the same kid who didn't respond until the pod?
it was a lapse in judgment.
Am I gonna meet him this weekend?
No, he's not coming.
The hell? Tony,
I invited him.
soft as hell. Come on, dude. You seem
But
like a good guy.
He's a
However,
great guy. He
Back
would
to the
love-
Future, I
Bro,
got
he
no
loves you.
interest. Dude, that's my fucking god. I think we can get a nice
He's
little
the boy,
community
dude.
going. We do need to figure out how to keep this
I'm
going.
trying to convince him to move here, dude.
What, and just take over the pod? Imagine that.
No, just move here with us.
We're not, dude, you're not here.
I am here.
You're not. You're gonna, like, I don't know. You can't keep messing with me like that, dude.
Bro, I'm
You're tearing at my fucking
literally gonna drive
heartstrings.
down here every week.
I had 3 weeks without James Hamilton, and it was like, low key, 3 of the best weeks I've had here thus far. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, you great user growth. Got a lot of done.
We did get a lot done, which is bad. It's not, no, but that wasn't a product of like you not being here. That was just a product of like, hey, like, honestly, seeing a lot of other apps and like stuff they're doing and just like figuring out
Yeah,
like there
that's-
are way better ways to do what we're doing.
Bro, you just gotta copy people.
Yeah, I guess.
In terms of
like,
distribution, like for distribution.
because there's definitely there's a roadmap that I think we haven't like tapped on, like copying the sense of like looking at companies that have done it and just being like there is a like there is ways to do it, right? And we have a lot of engagement and people are really starting to use this AI, and like I think the Venus AI, like dude, you already know about this.
Well, so one thing I like about some of these kids that have grown these apps like an insane amount in such a short time, the way they think about their apps is very interesting. It's like they think what what is like the holy shit, oh my god feature that like I can use in a TikTok hook? Like, what is going to make a viral TikTok? It's not even necessarily about the app. It's like, what's the one feature that is going to get people to be like, oh, I need to download that. And then after that, you build around it. So what's your feature? What's your, if you have one?
We're not going to spoil it yet.
Why not? You can put some stuff on LinkedIn, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, the Venus feature is what I think is going to take us to that next thing. The one for us right now that we've seen.
And
like,
I do think that's a fucking whole, like,
yeah.
in my opinion, like,
I think that's
you
what,
could build a really good, like, social media hook around that.
Yeah.
Get a lot of DLs.
That's what I hope so. Like, I think that'll be really good. The thing right now that we notice, like, so our usage rate for downloads up until like probably mid-February, late February was probably like 30%. And then
people that downloaded that consistently use the app.
Yeah. So it wasn't bad. Like, that's really good. That's what Instagram has.
Yeah, what's normal for
Instagram for however many downloads has 30%. So it's like you got to think of it like if you have that many people, like we have way less people, we should be at like 50.
Makes sense, yeah.
Often.
Right.
And then we introduced this new AI that just matches people with places. Because we realize like people don't care about the scheduled stuff. You care about stuff that you're interested in and where you can do it. That's all you care about. So if we can be the provider of that, and that's what like this AI is kind of transitioned to, is now like we have retention upwards of like 60, 70%, like doubled, more than doubled.
Crazy.
Like it's been crazy, like seeing that, and now like being able to really just kind of like encapsulate, I don't know if that's the right term for it, but like really be able to just like bring all those features in and just make it as simple as possible. Like it's too complex right now. People aren't using it for the weekend. They're using it because they want to see like, oh, has this gotten better? Has this gotten better? And as it gets better, the engagement gets better. People start to use it. But yeah, no, it's tight. Like we're in a good spot right now. I think some pretty crazy announcements over the next few months are going to be pretty world moving for us. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah. No, I think you guys are in a great spot. I'm really excited for some of like the Venus stuff to fucking.
She's cool.
Come into play.
She finally has a voice.
Could that be my girlfriend? Maybe.
Dude, it's so okay. So I was thinking about this the other day. So the Venus idea. So originally I was like, I'm just gonna get a really cute
you want to
dog.
say what Venus is?
Oh, Venus is an AI that's going to help you spontaneously plan anything, whether it's an unscheduled event or scheduled event. If you're just trying to find vibes near you, won't go into too much detail on kind of the technical side as we finish working it out. But at its core, what you'll be doing is you'll literally just open your phone, and rather than seeing 1,000 different things going on, it's going to be curated to you 100%. So really engage with it, really like teach it how to learn like more about you.
I as a user am really fucking hyped to use it. Like I could see myself using it every week for sure. Just like, bro, I mean, I think for dates is like my number one use case because I never know what to do on it.
A lot of people use it for dates right now.
Like that's the number one use case. I want to be like, yo, under $20 or free.
Yeah.
I need to find my wife, dude. First date's got to be free.
First date's got to be free.
But like seriously, just like helping me figure that shit out would be fucking. That's a real pain point.
I think we're nailing it. I think it's coming, and I think throughout the next few, I'd say 4 to 6 weeks, we're going to be releasing updates that are going to be like different versions of it, because it's like we don't want to push it all at once because it'll just overwhelm our server like crazy. Yeah. Which is like also too like we want it to improve as we do the updates, and the only way we'll be able to improve it is if people are testing it out. We have like 40 people who test it regularly, but like that, I'm like, hey, can you test this out? Run through this, and that. But if we have like thousands and like actively saying like, hey, this sucks. Yeah. That helps. Like it really does. Like, and that's something that I think has been a big transition is like, if people say this sucks, it's like, okay, but you noticed it. So like, what about it sucks? Because you really want it to work, but it doesn't. Like, what about it doesn't work? Like the user flow for us is not, the display is great, but the engagement and the user interaction within the app is limited. And that's kind of what we're focused on, is really making it so you're just like, you can sit on your couch and just be able to figure out what to do tonight. Like that's what we want it to be. No like Google searches, no Chat GPT BS. Like,
do you think about, I don't know, metrics for mobile apps? Like, so for like, if you own a website, you want your time on site to be high. You want people to be clicking around, going to multiple pages, and you want them to spend a lot of time on your app. But for you, I mean, it sounds like your app, like ideally they go on it, figure out what they want to do, and then they're off the app for a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, is that okay in terms of like app metrics? Like,
Yeah, it's like monthly active users is our
Yeah,
heavy
that's the big
focus.
thing.
It's like unique individuals that log in, and then we can track based on impressions how often they log in. So, for example, if we use like n equals 1,000 as kind of that base case, right? So people who use it for like a month, over a month, 1,000 unique devices, like logged into the app or opened up the app, and then we generated 80,000 impressions, right? So you can either look at that as people who are on there checked it out 8 times, or you can just identify kind of your power users. That's what we try to figure out is the activity of the power users and like people who are really actively using it. And once those numbers start to increase naturally, that's what you're kind of focused on. For us, it's monthly active users is the most important metric. It's you're checking out weekends. There's 4 weekends every month. Like a lot of apps, like the meetups, the Eventbrite is like you open it because you have an event in 2 weeks you need to buy tickets to, and then you don't use it again.
and then you just open your QR code ticket, and
Yeah.
that's it.
And that's it. And if we can make ours really engaging, have people really be able to just be like, all right, like I'm leaving work in the middle of Boston right now. It's like, where should I go out in Southie?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so that's something that's like really, really advantageous. And I don't think anyone's doing a good job of it, including us. Like, we're not doing a good job of that. That's what, like, I put a video out yesterday that was just like, need to like get the basics right because we're not nailing the basics. And like,
Yeah.
that's the most important thing is if we get that right, like,
It's coming. Though.
sweet spot.
It's definitely coming.
Yeah. And the mustache is all the way back.
Yeah, and that just
T-bone
it's
is
a flywheel.
back.
It's a flywheel.
I'm telling you, dude,
When
I'm
that
coming
mustache-
different right
when
now.
that mustache grows out, more people sign up.
I had my month, or not my month, like my couple weeks where I was just like, dude, I was lacking confidence for a bit too. You were
Why?
gone.
Oh,
I was just going out like at bars with like people I kind of know or don't know.
yeah, it's good to have like a tight, like a real one.
Yep. Short lived, but good times and tan lines, folks.
Not that the other people aren't real, but like someone and like
No, I agree.
it's hard to just like go out and meet a group of like people that are.
Dude, Ubering alone to a bar is a crazy feeling.
I've done it, man. You got to do it sometimes.
Unless they're like the lads, like they're like,
Right.
that's the squad.
Yeah.
It's a nightmare because you're just like, dude, I walked
Because
into
you're
a bar.
walking into like a group of people that know each other like well.
So
already,
well.
And like I was saying that I was actually telling this to my mom the other day. Like we went out over the weekend. It was very fun Saturday or whatever. I got back.
Mm-hmm.
We went out. Some of the like so for you, some of your intro to some of these people is like, oh, we are from a similar area.
Yeah.
So it's like my first initial thing I'm gonna like you would talk about is like, oh, Boston,
Yeah.
blah blah blah, and then it obviously the conversation
Yeah.
transforms into something else. But for me, I didn't have like the necessarily the Boston in.
Yeah.
So like I get lost in that first part of the conversation, and then I'm out of the conversation. And then when it transforms into something else,
You're re-engaged.
it's hard. Well, no, it's hard to get back in because you weren't in from. You know what I mean? Like,
Man, I know exactly what you're talking about.
yeah.
That really bothered you.
No.
The one
What?
you were talking about, just like I just couldn't, I couldn't get in. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, but I mean,
But you guys had a great, like, dude, I feel like if you had not mentioned that you weren't already friends with those people, you would have been assumed that you were. Like, you were talking and chatting it up with everybody.
oh yeah, no, it went fine. I was just more saying like it's hard to get
Yeah.
like.
It's
like,
stressful.
Sometimes when you don't know, like it was fine. It was a great night, and all the people are super nice. But like sometimes it's hard to just find like. Sometimes in a conversation, you need like an in.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's hard to find that in.
Yeah.
Once you find that in, it's like conversation will flow and like.
Yeah.
you'll
It's so hard to
get there.
force on, though. Like, that's like you said, like, since I've been gone, or since you've been gone, like, dude, it's just been
Yeah.
forcing, like, anything, like,
Right.
talking to anyone. And a lot of it, too, is, like, I feel like people I meet out, like, even, like, guys or girls that, like, oh, yo, let's do something this week, never again. Literally will never hear from them. Like, I
Yeah.
completely forgot how to meet people organically outside of, like, going to, because all of my meetings are just, like, random interactions that I have. And then I was thinking, like, I've been here for 3 months. I was like, I guess, like, I don't know. I guess first 3 months of college, I was kind of just like, all right, here's a friend group. This is what I'm going
Yeah.
to do. And I'm not, like, looking for that. But I also just realized, like, dude, did I just completely forget how to, like.
Well, honestly, a lot of people meet people through through work. Like,
Yeah,
That's a huge like a bunch of the people we were out with together. A bunch of them work together now.
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah, like that's how they meet each other.
and we're never gonna
Yeah,
like we kind of just gave up the desk life.
yeah.
That's like low key
But that's
forever.
what like this like Capital Factory working here. Like we met each
Yeah.
other. 'Cause, I mean, I can like you're a work friend. You're not
Yeah.
real. You're not a real friend. This is all business.
No, I agree. Like I think it's something too about Austin too. Like everyone's from different places, but they're all from the same places.
Mm.
Like it's a lot of people from California, not a lot of Florida people. No New Jersey. Bummed out about
I
that.
met someone from New Jersey.
When?
Saturday. A girl.
Oh, right. But like that was the first one and for like literally for me in forever.
Mhm.
Besides that, like one of the first nights we went out and we had seen that girl and I was like, I'll bet you everything I own she's from New Jersey. And she was like, oh, I'm from Jersey. I haven't seen a girl I haven't talked to one since. I love girls from New Jersey. They're so nice. And they know
They
good
are.
bagels.
Yeah, they do know good bagels.
And they're usually just drop dead gorgeous.
I could tell that girl was Jewish too.
Yeah, dude, you had that.
I knew that.
That's your vibe.
Well,
Maybe you picked that out.
Huh?
You're just like looking through a bar. You're like,
I feel like Jews know other Jews,
really?
Except other Jews don't know me because I feel like I don't look super Jewish, but I know the other Jews.
This is crazy. It's like it makes total sense, and it's funny because you are Jewish. That it's like totally like cool, but hearing that out loud is crazy.
I mean, I could just tell. You could just tell sometimes. I'm rarely surprised by.
She said
someone.
L'chaim to you at the bar.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
but
Like,
that was after she was like, "Are you Jewish?" I was like, "Yeah."
and she goes, "Oh, L'chaim."
And she's like, "What's your last name?" I'm like,
Hamilton.
It's not a Jewish last name. It's not a Jewish last name.
That's so funny, dude. Yeah, like
Jews recognize Jews. Jews love Jews. I'm
yeah.
rarely surprised. What I'll say is I'm rarely surprised by a Jew. Like if someone tells me they're Jewish, I'm rarely surprised that they're Jewish.
I got a pretty bad read in terms of what people's religions. I have no idea.
Well, Jewish is it's not even just a religion. Like, I'm not going to be able to see. Actually, maybe I could pick out a Catholic, but.
Just like pale Irish white guy from
Yeah, like,
Boston.
I was
It's
about
like
to say-
Catholic.
I was about to
It's
say,
like-
maybe I wouldn't know, like, if you're a Christian or a Catholic, but I could probably pick out a Catholic.
yeah,
But like, that's the thing, like, with Judaism, it's like culture,
yeah.
ethnicity, and I guess in some ways. I don't know if you consider it ethnicity, whatever. I think it is. But like, there's a lot more to it than just the religious
Yeah.
aspect. So like, game recognize game.
A lot of people our age aren't religious at all.
No, I think it's making a comeback though.
I hope. I feel like a lot of people find a lot of goodness in it, and because of that, people oftentimes hate it because like it's made up. Everything's made up, like all the time, and it's like, realistically, isn't everything made up always? It's about
Yes.
like finding something to believe in and just kind of riding with it for a bit. Because I think it gives you a way of living. Like people
Yeah.
approach religion a lot differently now than I feel like when we were kids. Like I remember every Sunday that like my dad would be like, we're going to church. I would be pissed. Pissed.
Yeah,
And then
I mean,
during
all
college.
all kids are like that.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like, but then you get breakfast and you're like, we're back. Like we're all the way back.
Get some good bagels.
And then like college, I started going like, well, college is when you start dealing with like all the like anxiety and shit of like life because you're like, like what's going on? And then you start using it for like guidance. And now being on the other side, I feel like I've used it more as like a way of like operating. It's like I did dumb shit in college, you know what I mean? It's like thou shalt not X, Y, and Z. It's like I X, Y, and Z. Like I can't. I need to get my shit right, and I think that's what at least the Austin project has been like literally just I gotta get right. You know what I mean? You got a long life ahead if you do it right.
Well, I think like the religious thing, the most underrated, and not in my I'm not super religious, but like the part I've seen like be the best for other people is like the community aspect.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're saying, it's hard to maybe meet some people. That's another place where like my sister and my brother-in-law met a bunch of their friends at their church. It's like a young church, a bunch of like
We should go to church
cool
here.
young people.
People go a lot on Sundays.
But I'm not Christian.
So,
I mean, I like when I visited my sister, I went to church with them and like experienced it and like got to see the whole thing, and it was pretty sick. But I wouldn't go to church regularly.
we don't have to go regularly, but we should go at some point. The churches are insane here.
I'd
Have you
go.
seen them?
No.
They're like the mega
Like
churches.
the mega churches.
Yeah,
Who's that one guy? Doesn't he live here? That one like
Jesus. Technically, he lives everywhere, but
he is neither here nor there. No, isn't there that like really mega church guy? Doesn't he live here?
I think I know who you're talking-
Joel Osteen.
Yes.
Is he here?
I don't think he's
Should we meet
here.
him?
I think he's Nashville. I think he's in Nashville.
Should we go meet him?
Have you ever been to
Should
like?
we go meet Joel?
I went to. Okay, listen to this. Christmas Eve, I was in Dallas. 20. It was the year the Seahawks played the Cowboys. It was Zeke's rookie year, so 2016.
16, because 15.
Yep.
Shout out.
Shout out, never forget. Shout out the Romes. And so I remember that, and I remember we went to church on Christmas Eve because like we always go to church on Christmas Eve. And dude, we left mass. We left mass about 30 minutes in because this guy was talking about the birth of Christ, but he didn't. He goes, the birth of Christ. That was it. That was all he talked about, Christ. Which like I'm all for. JC, the brother. Like, and then he transitions completely to a calf. So he talks about how a cow gives birth. It was like, the blood, the ravenous blood. And then, like, they would have another guy come in and be like, the blood is crazy. So much blood. Like, it's all different walks of life are coming in and just, like, talking about, like, a cow birth. And they're like, and you pull it out.
All about a cow?
Like, you pull it out. It's life. And I was like, damn. That's real as hell. And like my parents sitting next to me, like, all right, like whatever, this is fine. And then they just, dude, it goes on for 25 to 30 minutes. Just talking about cow blood, like pregnant cows, having cow babies, like the whole, and then he was like, and when you get your arm in that cow and you pull it out, like.
Is there some sort of biblical significance of a cow?
Dude, I should know that, but I don't know. But he was doing this. He's like, and you stand next and you put your arm in that cow. Like this, dude. Like full extension. Like, and he's standing, he's like, and you got that cow and you pull that life out. And I was like, dude, what?
Bro.
What?
That's some, okay. It's Indiana Jones, bro.
Dude, it was insane. We left and then we got Uncle Julio's, which was heat.
Oh, that sounds fire.
It's so good. They had one in Austin apparently. It was the first thing I Googled when I was moving down here. It was like, do they have an Uncle Julio's? It's called Uncle Julio's Rio Grande. I'm from Maryland, and that's like one of the big places there. It's called Uncle Julio's Rio Grande. It's like a chain, but it's like only in one place.
I've heard of it. I'm pretty sure I've heard of it.
Bro, it is the best queso on the planet. Is Uncle Julio's Rio Grande. It is so good.
And what do they do with the cows there?
They put their arms in and pull it out. No, it's totally like, but I've never felt so violated in a church.
I thought you were into it until your parents weren't.
To be fair, I was. Like, I feel like I relate a lot with insane people. Like, if you see someone on the street, like, I saw a homeless guy the other day, and he said to him, was like, need money for pizza and beer. And I was like, that's funny. Like, he's being honest, and then they just, and you're like, I get it, though.
Yeah. I don't know if it's that original, though.
What, pizza and beer?
Yeah, come up with a new, like, hook. Do you know Blake Anderson? He might be able to help you out.
Dude,
Where's their TikTok hooks, dude?
Yeah, dude, that kid, he, honestly, I've been getting way more active on Twitter because of, like, he's one, there's a couple other people that are, like, make really good X content.
Yeah.
But like, dude, X is like actually, you can get so much shit done if you just look through like your X feed. If you craft your X feed right, like mine now, over the last month has completely transitioned away from like all the like people dying and stuff like that. It's all like tech hacks, like tech shortcuts, dude. Not even a splash.
Dude, I mean, I think it's I do think it's a great source of information. You just have to be careful that it's not just like junk food. You can't just like get a bunch of dopamine looking at it and be like, oh, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
I should do this. You have to just like take something and actually apply it to your business.
Like Reddit advertising.
Have you tried it?
Go on Reddit. You'll see me.
Really?
I don't know. I just started it yesterday.
Like actually running ads on Reddit or like organic socials?
Or all organic. All organic.
So like in the replies. Like
yeah,
you're
like
a Reddit reply guy.
I guess like, so. I'll have to become that. Some of there's dark parts.
What
of
they
Reddit.
recommend is like someone's asking, "Hey, what events are going on this weekend?" write a whole post with a whole long list and say,
Yeah.
and then at the end be like, by the way, if you want to get this every day,
Yeah.
check out Venue app.
Yeah, that's
Is that what
true.
you're doing?
No, not at all. It's a way better way of doing it, though.
What do you
I
do?
literally post shit like, found the best app.
No,
And then
'cause
the box is like, I was looking for stuff to do with my friends, and then like I found this.
the Reddit,
It's so great.
The Reddit people see through that shit.
They're good. Yeah, I get auto banned every Reddit account I make because they're
It's
like
'cause you're just,
I copy
it's
paste.
because you're just. Has anyone ever heard of this Venue app? Has anyone ever heard of Venue app?
Oh my god.
Bro, no, what you got to do is like you just have to add value first in Reddit and like literally like look for posts in the Austin subreddit or New York or Boston, people being like, what concerts are there this weekend? What blah 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 are there this weekend? Provide a whole long list. Do a whole write up. They love long fucking write ups.
That's what that
on Reddit.
email is supposed to be that we sent out on Thursday, but it got like rejected by
Yeah, and
half.
so just copy and paste half of that shit into Reddit, and then at the end be like, by the way, I have an app, Venue. You just be transparent about it. I have an app. If you want to check it out,
Yeah.
here it is.
Be shy girl about it. Hey, like
You have to be shy. Reddit loves shy girl.
shy girl, shy girl.
Reddit loves shy girl. They
Shy
love long
time.
posts. They love shy girls.
And not so shy girls.
Yeah, I don't know.
Reddit's crazy.
Reddit's insane.
If you can click one wrong link on Reddit, dude, and
You're
like
fucked.
it's well, I wouldn't say that.
You're
You
fucked.
experience things you never even thought you could
Yeah,
experience.
you're just fucked.
You get into that wormhole. You just sit there
Bro,
late night.
I really, I don't know if this is like, I don't know if the Reddit people will come after me. I really dislike Reddit.
Why?
I just think I think it's nice for like sources of information. Sometimes you'll Google DuckDuckGo. In my case, I use Google. But I'm way more secure than that. I use DuckDuckGo.
Perplexity's gonna overtake Google. You want to talk to a tech guy? Tell him that. At least for search.
I stopped using Perplexity pretty quick after I started. I mean, I haven't used it probably in like 6 months.
Dude, for search.
DuckDuckGo. So you could like obviously search best sandwich Reddit, something like that, and it's great for that shit. But like, dude, I think some of the people posting on Reddit, this is so, they're gonna come after me, bro. I just get so annoyed scrolling through Reddit sometimes
It's like LinkedIn.
because I was trying to be on there for like local brew a little bit, but like the Columbus subreddit is so fucking just like, oh my god,
Yeah. Oh my god.
I can't fucking handle it.
Golly.
And then I get notifications on my phone. It's like Tesla protest today.
Yeah, you don't want Reddit notifications.
And that's all. That's every single fucking post.
Think of anything you've ever looked at on Reddit. They'll send you a notification for that.
Yeah, dude.
Really think. Local MILFs looking for you. Like shit like that.
I don't look at that shit, bro.
Yeah, I'm sure
Off
it
that
is.
shit.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm off that.
But it's not like you're searching it. It's any page you like are on or it comes
I
through
know.
your feed. It'll give you a notification on. So I have to
gotta
clear my Reddits out because I get listed as a bot because like all the shit I post is copy
check out
paste.
this nice app.
This is so cool.
Check out this really cool
And then you
app.
get a
I hear
DM.
the founder is really handsome.
You get like a DM after from like someone. It's like, hey, I'm located in the middle of Boofuck, Virginia, looking to meet up. And you're like, I need to delete this Reddit account
Yeah.
because like it's so obviously spam.
Reddit is, I don't know. I mean, Reddit, there's a lot of value there, I think.
It's just a good brainstorm board, but Quora's better for that.
Quora.
Yep.
Bro, Quora in like 2014 was better for that.
Quora's the best place to advertise consumer. Ma'am.
No way.
Ma'am.
I don't believe that.
Yeah,
Have
it's
you
just a
ran
tweet.
ads?
No, it's a tweet I saw. Haven't
It's
even tried
definitely a
it.
joke.
I
It
posted one
had to have
question.
been a joke.
No, a guy did post like his impressions.
Quora did rock like in like 2016.
If you're good enough about
2017.
prompting, well, it's kind of just like AI prompting. Like if you're really good about prompting an algorithm, you can beat it. That's what people are so good at on, like even on TikTok. Like if you prompt the right people to see your videos, like you do creator insights, active creator insights, you really see what people are searching for. Like it's the same concept. Is like you can apply as much information as possible to it. Dude, I have no idea what we're talking about.
Quora.
Quora, right?
What were you saying?
Dude, I just completely.
You're just like buzzword.
No, not even buzzword. Just I was like really thinking about it. It was like going through this tweet, and then I was like on another tangent of distribution. Anyway,
I don't
Quora.
know if Quora.
Don't
has
know
a
if
user
Quora's good or
base.
not.
I don't think so, bro.
Well, when I
It
Google
was good
questions,
it was good in 17.
before I used Perplexity, I was Googling things like a shrimp. And
Perplexity's gonna take over Google.
especially for search.
Bro, have you used Gemini?
Yeah, it's better than all of them.
No, it's not.
The code's better.
No, the code's the best.
Gemini 2 is the best.
Claude 3.7, Sonnet.
Dude, we use
That's
Claude
the best
3.7 in
code.
our AI.
Good.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But it's not really good at like extracting external data.
I think Gemini is a dumb name.
Why? My Gemini twin.
Like, pisses me off.
Why, dude?
Dude, I don't like the name Gemini.
Did I tell you another company named their company Venue?
VENU?
Yeah.
Who?
Some fucking schmucks.
Where?
Colorado.
What do they do?
They like let you invest in live events or some shit.
How does that make sense?
It doesn't. But they have a sales guy now. I saw him on LinkedIn and I was like, what the fuck is this?
Interesting.
Like, I don't know. So it's a completely different entity. Like there's no crossover on like a trademarks or anything. But it just kind of bothers me when I see it on
You should
LinkedIn.
sue them. Send them a cease and desist.
No, I literally.
That'll only make them grow stronger.
Dude, that's what happened to us.
I know.
That's what happened to us, dude. Speaking of Vine, I made a meme yesterday. That was the old logo of the Venue app, and it's the Wolverine.
Sitting in bed.
That's our old logo.
That's fire.
Doesn't it look really familiar?
Yo, what's going on with fucking Doomsday?
Doomsday? Avengers? Yo,
Doomsday.
let's chat it up.
So, I mean, I know what they're doing with RDJ. They're just pulling on my heartstrings, trying to make me think
working.
about how much I love Robert Downey Jr. And then I start thinking about how much I love Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, and I'm fired up.
And I'm so excited.
Dude, they announced Spider-Man today.
Yeah, a new
That's-
day. Spider-Man, a new day.
Do you think we're going to see him get bit by the spider, or do you think it's in the post, like Doctor Strange telling everyone,
Oh, it's definitely post.
bummer?
Yeah.
I'd like to see Peter's origin story.
We've seen it so many
Why
times.
are you a little freak?
We've seen it so many times. That was the whole point of Civil War. They're like, we're just going to fucking go past this. We know it. We know what happened.
I got this kid. Hey, everyone.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, everyone. I took Cap Shield.
Bro, I watched that trailer me and my boys watched that trailer so many times
So
when it came
good,
out.
dude.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, everyone. That's the best. That was peak.
It was peak.
And that was when the new Star Wars were coming out,
Bro,
too.
remember when Steve Rogers just fucking, like, throws a fucking plane on him and shit? I'm like, you don't know this kid. You don't know this. How do you know he's super strong, dude?
Queens. Brooklyn.
Here's a fucking, yeah, he just, like,
Here's a quip for my way out.
What if he wasn't super strong? What if he was just athletic?
Where's the bug?
How does he know he has
Where's
super
the fucking bug?
How does he know he has super strength? Could have fucking squashed that kid.
Where's the bug?
Squashed you like a bug.
What's your trick? What's
Listen,
your
dude.
gimmick?
And then, all the X-Men are coming back apparently.
Yeah, like Patrick, what's
Not
his
sure how I
name?
feel
Patrick
about that.
Marsden.
Can we get some new X-Men, please?
I mean, besides Hugh Jackman, none of the other X-Men literally matter at all.
But like these movies came out fucking like 20 years ago.
I also don't think I ever
why
saw
are we
them.
still?
Because they're out of ideas, dude.
Why are we? But like, just make a new X-Men.
Try to
Cast
come up with a
cast new
superhero right
X-Men.
now. Try to come up with one right now.
You don't have to come up with a new superhero. You can just cast a new guy.
You can't, though, dude. After
Why not,
Chadwick
dude? Who
Boseman
cares
died,
about-
everything
Who cares
changed.
about fucking Professor X from 20 years ago?
Everyone. That's the
Patrick
problem.
Stewart is so old.
But the people who are going to
Patrick
see
Stewart has
it.
died in like 4 X-Men movies.
Is he alive in real life?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
He died in fucking Logan. He died in another one, and then they recast him, and now he's coming back again. And he died in fucking Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness.
Doesn't he have, like, brain powers?
Yeah,
So he's all right.
but he died so many times. Why
He
do we
can
have
just
to-
shapeshift.
And then guess what? Guess what's gonna happen in this movie? He's gonna fucking die. Again,
No,
and it's gonna be
no.
some crazy send.
There's another one coming, Secret Wars.
Yeah, but he's gonna die in this one.
I don't like how they announce movie names before they even start filming the movie. It should just
Well,
be
they
there's a
change
new
it
Avengers
sometimes.
movie.
They
That's
have
what I'm
changed
saying.
it a couple times.
Like Deadpool. Deadpool was originally supposed to be
Pull dead. Yeah.
Deadpool and Friends
Oh.
for Deadpool and Wolverine, which also Deadpool and Wolverine doesn't
Deadpool
sound
Friends
great.
sounds fire, actually.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you, to be 100% honest.
Dude, what I'm looking for is Spider-Man. Looking forward to is Spider-Man: A New Day.
Yeah, me too.
Sadie Sink, they cast her in that movie.
Shoot me, really,
Yeah,
bro.
and
I
people
make a
think,
deal with God. You ever seen Stranger Things?
yeah, like the first 2 or 3 seasons.
Oh, so you
3
didn't see
seasons.
you didn't see 4 where they do that song and she's like the main character. They just turn her into a main character.
I don't remember.
I saw her at South by.
I think I saw 3
not hate her.
seasons. When does Dacre Montgomery come in?
Oh, that's season 2. The guy with the mullet.
Yeah, he kind of rocks.
Yeah, he's the fucking man. Dude, they all, like, there's so many cool people in that show.
Yeah.
And then there's also that guy who's like, there's always just like a jock who's like literally my size.
And they
It's
always
like,
like,
brother.
I feel like in movies like that too, somehow a new jock just always like emerges. It's
I
like,
mean,
where was this
dude.
guy the past like 5 years?
Hitting puberty.
I guess. But like he didn't know the strings.
Beating the shit out of kids in other towns. And he's like, this kid just moved in from fucking Louisiana, dude. Apparently beats everyone up. His name is James. My name's... Yo, you remember in Benchwarmers? And he's like, there's a serial killer on the loose. And he's only going for people named Howie. That's my name.
Bro, Benchwarmers is so fucking good.
Gus Bus.
Bro,
Yeah,
you know
okay.
They're coming out with a Happy Gilmore too?
Yeah, I was watching Full Swing. Actually, funny enough, I
How
was
do you feel
watching...
about it?
So Full Swing is the show like with the PGA
Yeah.
golfers.
Yeah.
And they're in the new Happy Gilmore. So the whole first episode just goes through them filming Happy Gilmore. The movie's going to suck, but like there is one funny clip of like Scotty that they show where it's like him talking to people. He's like, hey man, everyone misses a short putt every once in a while. It's great. So
Dude, Scotty's the man.
he's the best. He's the best of us.
Dude,
Hook him.
why do we... Unless this movie's fucking awesome, I don't want to see it.
Well, Avengers?
HG2. Happy
Really?
Gilmore 2.
I don't know.
Dude, like, but like, what do we have? How old is he supposed to be?
Well, did you see Hubie Halloween?
No.
It was pretty great. I'll be 100%
Really?
honest. It's him being like,
I do
oh,
like-
yabba.
I do like Sandler.
You can't, the Sandman.
Can't not like
Chalamet!
Chalamet.
Chalamet!
Cannot like the Sandman.
Want to hear a cool Adam Sandler story? So I was working at an either way, you're gonna hear it. So I was working at my high school in Danvers, like when I was in college, and they were filming Hubie Halloween in the town over, which is Salem, Mass, which is like Salem witch trials, like
Yeah.
crazy history for Halloween.
If you
But-
guys don't know the Salem, look it up, dude.
Guys, look this up. This is crazy.
I mean, the townspeople were just being harassed by fucking witches.
These crazy ladies. They're witches. They're witches. Wait, dude, the Salem witch trials are crazy. Can you just imagine? It's just like they were like, this bitch crazy. She a witch. And they're like, fucking burn her.
Bro, it is insane.
But anyway, so they were filming this movie in Salem, and I was walking a group of kids I was like a sports camp counselor, and we were crossing the street. It was like me and my other buddy from high school.
How old were you?
I want to say going into freshman year of college, so maybe like 17.
Okay.
Whenever the movie came out, it was like that,
Whenever Hubie Halloween came out?
the summer before that. So that came
Not
out on
sure.
Halloween and Chalamet. But anyway, so all right, working at a sports camp, I'm helping these kids cross the street because we were getting ready to rip the pool, play some water polo. Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
So then we're about to cross the street. This black Tesla pulls up, is driving in the middle of the road. And I'm like, dude, are these kids about to am I about to have to defend off like a kidnapper? Because like who stops in the middle of the
but
crosswalk?
Who driving a black Tesla is going to kidnap you?
A fucking fast kidnapper.
That is not a kidnapping
0 to 60
car.
in 2.5, dude.
Why isn't that a kidnapping car? It should be.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
no Amber Alerts in Teslas, by the way.
Why kidnap someone in a sketchy ass white van
Wait.
when you can use a black Tesla?
Wait.
When you could use a Model S
This
fucking
guy-
plaid, a Model S plaid.
0 to 60 in 2 seconds.
You're getting out of there quick.
So this guy rolls down the window, has glasses on, like a full beard. Excuse
so
me,
he
not a
looks-
beard, like a weird mustache. Like, and then I recognized the lady who's in the car, and I was like, "What?" It was his wife, and I just hear,
No.
"What's up?" And I was like, "Oh my god!" And then I literally, dude,
There's
full
no way it was Sandler.
full reaction. I go, "Have you ever seen That's My Boy?"
Yeah.
You know when he turns around, and the tattoo's all messed up on his back. He goes,
Yeah.
"Oh my god, the heads are warped." I just audibly out loud said that, and he goes, "Ah, ga, 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 ga," and then just like drove away.
What?
And I was like, I was walking to the kid, and none of the kids like knew who it was. And so I went to like the pool, and I was telling the lady, I was like, I swear to God, Adam Sandler just stopped us and went, "What up?" And I was like, dude, it blew my mind. And like none of the kids, like we told all the other kids, I was a king.
You
I was
probably
a king.
appreciated that you had a little line too.
Dude, I love That's
That
My
was
Boy.
quick, bro.
Yeah, bro. Well, it's
It
also
just came to your brain quick.
hear me out, and this is not like You've talked to me enough. You kind of know there's something up. Like when
Yeah.
movie quote,
There's something seriously wrong.
movie quotes in particular, like that's off the rip, dude. Like that,
Mhm.
any movie, anytime, any place, I'll pull a quote. Name one.
X-Men 2.
Shit. My name's Logan. No, like actual movies, dude. Not superhero. There's no good quotable scenes in superhero movies.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, everyone. It's so good, dude.
How about Dark Knight, bro? There's
I
some
mean, my
quotable
literal
shit in there.
senior quote was, "Some people deserve to have their faith rewarded."
There's no quotable scenes in fucking.
Every single scene from The Dark Knight is quotable. It's not a superhero movie. It's a contrast, and it fights like typical reality and what we oftentimes discover as kind of our internal conflict that we're fighting.
Right.
And The Dark Knight represents something so much bigger. Like no CGI. Are you shitting me?
It's not a superhero movie.
No. It just talks about civilization and society and what happens in terms of society that people don't really talk about. It just gets pushed under the rug.
Sorry, bro. When you have Liam Neeson, Ray Gold in there,
Raz.
in that movie they call him Roz, but in other mediums they call him Raish.
The Arkham games, they call him Raish.
Yeah. In Arrow, they kind of switch off between.
You
the
burn
Raish
my
and
house,
Roz.
and now I'll leave you to burn yours. And he's like,
Quotable.
he says something like,
Now listen, dude, we're at hour 5.
all right, we'll give it 3 more minutes because all right, should we say something that's gonna probably get us canceled?
Yeah.
All right. So everyone hates AI, right?
No.
All right. No, I'll talk about it. So I want to talk about my newfound love for AI and what it has brought for me and how I feel as though a lot of people have been like, Trent, stop it. Trent, it's a robot. Trent. It has made my life so much easier and more functional.
Who's telling you to stop it?
Greg.
Greg's got to watch the pod.
Greg didn't listen to the pod. Greg tells me he hates AI. Greg, what the hell?
Realistically, you can get away with obviously not using AI, but
You
you
should.
really want to be as efficient as possible in like your work, day-to-day shit. Like you have to use AI. If you're not using AI as an engineer, as a business person, whatever, you're seriously falling behind.
Well, it's just like, too, a lot of it is like you have to use AI. Not at, like people are like, it's going to replace software engineers and designers and script writers and all this stuff. It's like, no, but the people who are going to be the best at it are people that can use it in their assistants,
AI assisted.
agents,
So, I mean, dude, if you're not using fucking AI, what are you doing?
drugs.
Greg.
Oh, not Greg. Greg's a very well-educated guy.
Fuck.
So
I want to meet this guy.
he's a good. Well, I tried getting him down here. I think he's getting ready to like trying to make the law school transition, and
Oh,
he
yeah,
has
he
a
said
couple
he's going to
schools he's
law
looking
school.
for.
That's fucking hype.
None in Texas. Bunch of BS. But I get it. I don't think any of my friends will ever move here. Literally ever.
Yeah.
I can never get any of them to.
I'm really trying to convince some boys, but
It's tough.
I don't
It's
think
so
they're
far.
going
You don't
to
realize
either.
it
I
until
know,
you're
it's
here.
very far.
And it's also too, you got to realize like having more friends here is less time to try and like get this thing done.
Yeah.
Sucks, but it's a reality.
Yeah.
But God, it's good to be back.
It's good.
We need to film as
It's good to
many
be
of these
back.
as possible.
Yeah, we're gonna get real meta with it.
Yeah, I think there's a way we can do it to where we wouldn't miss a week. Maybe like we'll sneak a Zoom in every once in a while. I really don't want to do Zoom, so if we can figure out,
I think it's called Riverside.
dude, just fly in. Fly in for the pod. We'll just expense it.
We got it like that.
After the TikTok creator private jet, everything has changed. Like,
Bro, I mean, fuck. We should have recorded a pod on there.
so I was talking with Bryce Hall about it.
Yeah.
I was talking with the top G about it, and
And he had the equipment in the
no,
closet, but
well, yeah, dude,
never
but
brought it out.
so much cool shit on that plane. It was a
I mean,
747.
B Hall's been wanting to hop on Funny Bizness.
Dude, that kid, oh my God, like, stop DMing me. Stop DMing me.
Bro, did you see his fucking bare knuckle
Is it
boxing
sick?
match?
Did he do good?
Dude, he fucking like knocked. I don't know if he knocked the guy out, but he won like pretty decisively. It was fucking sick.
Good for him, dude. You got to have some balls to do the bare
yeah,
knuckle stuff.
dude.
Especially, like, in their world, like, everyone thinks you're soft.
Yeah. Well, I think that's why he kind of like felt like he had to. He's like, and he's tough, bro. He's tough.
Are we pro? I'm not pro nor anti Bryce Hall. I just know he exists.
Based on the bare knuckle boxing, I'm pro.
Rip Kimbo Slice. Speaking of bare knuckle boxing, my literal hero.
Kimbo.
Drake and Josh. Christmas.
Drake and Josh, they did a little podcast together. Like an episode.
We're gonna have to save that for next week, I guess.
Yeah, we should watch it. Just study up.
Yeah, we should study some film. All right, so we got what tomorrow? We're about 2 tomorrow,
2 eps tomorrow.
and
You guys
then
won't even know they're the same eps. We're gonna switch outfits.
yeah, it's gonna be fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And then we should low key maybe do like 20 next week.
Have you ever switched outfits in the same night?
Oh, we were talking about this the other day, like when you go out and like
Yeah.
having an extra outfit.
Yeah.
No,
I've brought extra outfits. I never switch though.
really.
Sometimes I'll switch pants
Yeah,
before I go
pants.
out. Before I go out, I'm like, boys, let me fucking switch pants.
Guys, I need a minute.
Sometimes it takes me a long time to figure out a fit, but
I dress like a fucking dumbass, so it's pretty easy for me to get
You were
dressed.
saying you need to figure out your style.
I do like I
like-
literally
feel
just.
like I like your
That's how you meet
style,
girls. Be
yeah.
like, do I dress like a dumbass? Like, we're gonna get you fixed up. It's like I literally fucking take a bullet for you,
They
whatever you
love
need.
that, Yeah.
God, they're so much nicer than dudes. If I ask a guy, hey, where'd you get those jeans? Like, why don't you go fucking die? It's like, all right, man.
No, actually that is true. I've asked guys where they've gotten stuff. and
It's like
they-
that scene in Entourage. Like, where'd you get your calves?
They always they're never receptive to
They're
me
Mike
asking
Posner.
that.
It's crazy, dude.
No, Mike Poser's the fucking bro, dude. What?
Cooler than me? Come on now.
Oh, I see.
Yo, that's called meta.
That's the episode.
That's meta
That's the
joking.
pod.
All right, Funny Biz episode. Literally have no idea. But I actually have no idea.
I don't know.
But we'll be back. We'll be doing more stuff weekly. Thank you for 10,000 listeners on Spotify.
Yep. On the road to 100K.
Whoop whoop. All right, bye everyone.
Peace. That was pretty fire.
Dude, that might have been the best one yet. That might have been the best one yet. That was great, dude.
It wasn't recorded.
It probably wasn't. Let's be honest.